மாஸ் கீழப்பாவூர்.
Hi, welcome to Mass Keelapavur channel. I am Dr. Aruna Shanmugavel. Today, we are going to learn about the origin, course, area of supply, surface anatomy with interesting highlights of auriculotemporal nerve in this video. Before starting the lecture, shall we watch a quote? Right. Keep going. Each step may get harder, but don't stop. The view is beautiful at the top. The auriculotemporal nerve is given off in the infratemporal fossa from the posterior division of mandibular nerve. It arises by means of two roots running backwards, encircling the middle meningeal artery and unite to form a single trunk. It runs lateral to the spine of sphenoid, lying deep to lateral pterygoid muscle. Then it runs between sphenomandibular ligament and neck of mandible. Hope you remember the neck of mandible, which is related medially to two structures, the auriculotemporal nerve above and maxillary artery below. Then the nerve passes behind the temporomandibular joint near the upper part of parotid gland. It runs upwards, emerging from posterior aspect of the joint and continues its course upwards in front of the auricle but behind the superficial temporal vessels. It crosses the posterior root of zygoma and enters the scalp and ends by dividing into branches that supply the skin over the temple. What are the branches of auriculotemporal nerve? Right, the cutaneous branches to supply the skin of upper two-third of lateral surface of auricle and also the skin over the temple region. It supplies sensory and parasympathetic fibers to parotid gland. Remember, the sensory fibers from parotid fascia and skin over the parotid gland are carried by great auricular nerve from cervical plexus with root value C2 and C3. The secretomotor fibers to parotid gland start from inferior salivary nucleus, glossopharyngeal nerve, tympanic branch, which is also known as Jacobson's nerve, then to the tympanic plexus that lies over the promontory of middle ear. Through lesser petersal nerve, the fibers are relayed in the otic ganglion. The postganglionic fibers pass to the auriculotemporal nerve and reaches the parotid gland. The auriculotemporal nerve gives articular branch to temporomandibular joint. Hope you remember the other nerve supplying the joint. Yes, it is mesenteric nerve. The external acoustic meatus and also external surface of tympanic membrane receive innervation from auriculotemporal nerve. What are the communications of auriculotemporal nerve? Observe the picture. Near its origin, the nerve has communicating branch from otic ganglion. The communicating branch to the facial nerve pass behind the neck of mandible at the posterior border of masseter and joins with the facial nerve. Remember, the highlighting point here is that the auriculotemporal nerve medially and the branches of facial nerve laterally related to temporomandibular joint. Near the termination, the superficial temporal branches communicate with temporal branch of facial nerve and zygomaticotemporal branch of maxillary nerve. A line drawn from the posterior part of mandibular notch across the neck of mandible and then upwards across the preauricular point will give you the surface anatomy of auriculotemporal nerve. Do you know that during the process of aging, gray hairs appear first in the area of supply by auriculotemporal in the scalp? This is called the tempus fugit. What is Frey's syndrome? During post-parotid surgery, sometimes the autonomic nerve fibers supplying the parotid gland get damaged. In the healing process, the parasympathetic fibers regenerate into the sheaths of sympathetic fibers of adjacent sweat glands. Whenever there is salivary stimulation by taste or smell of food, this induces the sweat glands to secrete, resulting in sweating and redness over the skin of face and temple. In cases of carcinoma of tongue, pain radiates to the ear and to the temporal fossa over the distribution of auriculotemporal nerve. This is due to the commencement of both lingual and auriculotemporal nerve from posterior division of mandibular nerve. To relieve intractable pain, the lingual nerve may be divided near the third molar. In the temporomandibular joint surgery, the nerve is prone to be damaged as it runs 10 to 13 millimeter below the superior edge of mandibular condyle. Any compression of auriculotemporal nerve, like compression by lateral pterygoid muscle during mastication, may lead to neuralgia of the nerve. This presents a throbbing unilateral pain in any of the sites of distribution by the nerve. The spine of sphenoid is related laterally to the auriculotemporal nerve and medially to the chorda tympani. So, any injury to spine of sphenoid will block the secretion of all the three salivary glands. Hope you remember the secretomotor fibers for parotid through auriculotemporal and for the submandibular and sublingual by chorda tympani. Shall we end the session with a quote? Don't waste a minute not being happy. If one window closes, run to the next window or break down a door. Thank you for watching.
If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon, select all to get instant notification.